Hi, and welcome to the Deep Freeze. Thanks for joining me, and thank you to Kathleen Wayland of Wayland Financial in LaSalle for her ongoing support of this weekly project. LaSalle County Board met this past Thursday, January 11th, in its regular monthly session. It was a heavy agenda, but what really brought out the speakers and even a Chicago TV station was the fact that close to the very end of the meeting, there was an agenda item that was going to be the headline of the meeting one way or another, a resolution declaring the county a non-sanctuary county. The action was taken, of course, because busloads of migrants have been dropped off not just in Chicago, but outside Chicago too. And cities and counties are hoping to keep the buses away. I'll save you the suspense. The resolution didn't go anywhere yet, except one step back. It hadn't been formed properly in a committee. It had just been presented by Republican County Board Chairman Don Jensen. So you're going to see just a bit of the back and forth discussion from Thursday. The pro-resolution faction is playing up the imminence of arrivals, and so they want to get the language written and out of committee fast, and a special county board meeting can then be called to vote on it. First, you're going to hear from Patrick Feehan, an Ottawa resident who came in to offer his opinion in favor of a resolution during public comment.
You just got done passing a unanimous motion about mental health. Now, technically, I'm supposed to talk about immigration today, and I will be, but they're bridged. Some are going to say, by coming here and presenting myself, that I'm xenophobic. I'm not. There's already some of you nodding your heads, passing judgment, and you don't even know me or my background. I am not. Some are going to say the term we should use is asylum seekers. Some would say illegal immigrants. I think we can get stuck in the mud arguing terminology, and that's not my point today. However, I will just point out on August 3rd, 2023, U.S. Court of Appeals and Ninth Circuit did make a ruling indicating that those coming across the southern border would not be ineligible for asylum. Asylum is a very, very specific process. But I would rather focus our attention today on some of the needs of LaSalle County. There is a strong component of mental health problems that I see on a regular basis. It breaks my heart to walk around Ottawa and see people sleeping on the sidewalk by the movie theater. There's people who sleep outside the police department. There's people in Washington Park and Lincoln Douglas Park on a regular basis, and they need help. We have people in this county who are hurting, and they need help. But there's limited resources. There's limited assets, and I'm sure there's a finite budget. I would like to solve all the problems, but I'm realistic. So today I'm here asking you to prioritize. Where are the priorities of the board? For me, I'm more concerned about a U.S. Navy veteran who was living in a skateboard park under a ramp who said to me, "I'm cold and hungry." Now, when we can solve all of our problems, and there's still some money left over in that budget, by all means, let's come back and revisit this issue and talk about what we can do to help out the problems in Guatemala. But for now, I'm more worried about Green Street, Guthrie Street, Gary Street. I'm worried about the people that live in this county who are hurting, and they need help.
Now you're taking a look at some of the debate that took place at Thursday's LaSalle County Board meeting as members wrestled with a hastily written resolution declaring LaSalle County a non-sanctuary county. If you're listening to this on the air or streaming, the video can be found on YouTube at the Starved Rock Media YouTube channel. It's kept there with all the other weekly Tom's Take videos. Next in the video you're going to see, and off and on through the whole thing, you're going to see Republican Ray Gatsa, the resolution proponent. He represents an area north of LaSalle, Peru. Democrat Mike Cassip of LaSalle comes in from the left with his own family's history and a note or two about the Statue of Liberty. Then we'll hear from Beth Finley Smith in favor of the resolution, and then Democrat Brian Doze. Doze will make a couple of points, one of which is that the county doesn't even know if a resolution like this would be valid. LaSalle County is not a home rule county. It can't just do whatever it wants. Of the 102 counties in Illinois, only Cook County can do that without being under the thumb of the General Assembly or the governor. Some subtext. Board Chairman Don Jensen and certainly others are behind this resolution declaring LaSalle County non-sanctuary. Jensen is a Trump Republican. Brian Doze, who raises the questions about the legality of the resolution, is a Democrat running to replace Jensen as County Board Chairman. Each one has a primary opponent. Let's drop in for a few minutes.
Right now, we don't feel that there's a need because nothing's happening. But the reason that we need to get a resolution, if something passed, is if it happens tonight, are we prepared to deal with it? So I am asking that we get either some type of resolution or an emergency meeting or something of that committee so that we aren't sitting out there with nothing over the course of a week or two.
I am a second-generation immigrant family member. My family came through Windsor, Canada, from Yugoslavia during the communist suppression that they had in that country. And they came illegally. They snuck into our country. So me being proud to be able to be part of watching my family, my father's family, change and make sure that they followed the rules to become citizens of the United States. And the French government, in their wisdom, in 1876, felt that it was important because of our ideals at that time during our centennial celebration. They wanted to send us a statue symbolizing our ideals, which they thought were equality, democracy, and freedom, enlightening the world. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shores. Send me those homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp to the golden door. That's what we are. We are the golden door for an immigration policy.
We do not have enough resources to take care of non-citizens. We need to dedicate our limited resources to LaSalle County residents, especially our homeless and our veterans.
There's a lot of questions whether this is even legal to do. There's only one county in Illinois, and that's Cook County, that is home rule. They do not have the power to even enact this. So I look forward to some of those debates. And I also believe, like most of you here, we have to treat the human beings, and it is a humanitarian crisis. And obviously, we all know that we don't have the infrastructure. It's just not practical for us in this area. But I do want people to know too, this issue is over migrant busing. The term asylum seekers, they've actually been given asylum by the United States. I want to make a clear distinction. There's people saying that, there's these people on these buses are illegal. I do not believe that is the case at all. They've actually been given asylum. So, and that means they are given special rights under our U.S. Constitution. I'll let you know that that's important to me and a lot of other people that follow the rule of law. So, thank you.
Comment? Go ahead, Mr. Gadsden.
The only thing I was going to say is we do have a constitution, and yes, this administration has amended some things. I don't know, I'm not an attorney. I don't know what's legal and what's not. I'm sure eventually it will shake out. But they are the ones that created the problem by lifting the ban, State of Mexico ban, and it's one of those things that time will tell what happens, but right now I'm concerned about the citizens that are legal here and have done everything legally and are concerned about their safety. I think there's an immediate need for safety at this point.
Well, I've been a pro-security voter my whole adult life, and I'm very concerned that these arrivals have not been vetted nearly enough. And adversaries know that this time right now, for at least the next year, is going to be the best time to get bad actors into our country and then disappear. I can understand why a governor of a state overrun by trespassers would take a city or a state at its word when it takes on sanctuary status. You're open for business? Great. We're going to be sending you the future voters you ordered. But even if the county passes a non-sanctuary resolution, will it even have any teeth? Are cities and villages going to be writing their own? And how would those fit in together? How would it all work? And you want it done last week? This is going to be interesting. Thanks to my friend and sponsor Kathleen Wayland of Wayland Financial in LaSalle for her support of this video and radio project. And if you know of a person, a group, an event, or an issue that you'd like to see covered, go ahead and call me at the station at 815-223-3100. I really enjoy talking to you. Stay warm. I'll talk to you in the morning.